Welcome to part 3 of the Majora's Mask commentary, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't feel like using the Scarecrow for, up until the night of the final day, there is one last thing you can do here, assuming you already got the Piece of Heart for the minigames and did the Bomber Secret Society of Social Justice Warriors and all that. There is this person right here. This is our bank, our time-traveling majestic bank. On your first deposit, on your first deposit, the banker will stamp your head. I think it's your head. And just from that stamp alone, you are able, no matter how many times you time travel, to get your rupees back from that safe. You can deposit as many as you want, as many as you have, and you can withdraw as many as you want, assuming your wallet allows it. You gotta ask permission first.
What I want to know is, if you deposit stuff on the second day and travel back, how is that money still there? Yeah, exactly. That's the answer I was looking for.
I can only assume that they stamp your hand with the exact amount of money that you have in your account, because they don't want to deal with, keeping an account record themselves. But that means that any old asshole could just stamp their own hand with an account number and a money amount and get that money out of the bank. So I don't know if I want to trust this financial institution with my hard-earned money,
Oh god, this is teaching terrible life lessons to kids.
When did you grow a mustache, Link? Yesterday. Why do you keep asking me?
You seem a lot more wood-like, Link.
Yeah.
Is that a new hat? Suits you.
Oh, so you're going into all the rooms and stealing all their money, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to get 200 to get the the adult wallet. Sorry.
Yes, you have to deposit 200 rupees inside the bank to get your adult wallet.
But you can only hold 99, so you have to keep on going back and forth and back and forth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you may as well take Andrew's money, because that's money for a wedding that's never going to happen in this timeline.
She won't miss it.
Just saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Man, you know what? Going back, you know what? Stealing everyone's money, putting it in the bank, going back in time, and retrieving the money after stealing it, without stealing it. The inflation rates, man. Think of the economy.
You could be like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day, stealing money from the armored car.
You just doubled the amount of rupees in the world single-handedly. Do you know what this is gonna do? What this is gonna do to the workforce?
You may save the people of Termina, but their economy's fucked. Good job.
I'm good at my job.
So is that like Termina Ease on that little card there? Because it's not Hyrulean.
Is Hyrulean distinguished? Yeah, I suppose Link to the Past make it distinguishable. Maybe it's a universal language.
Sure, why not?
English. Whatever, I don't know.
Welcome, deposit money, time travelers welcome.
Oh, goody, I'm one of those.
That moon's awfully close now.
Yes. And it does, nice touch of detail, it does actively move forward. If you stare at it, if you're able to stare at it at a complete standstill, you do see it inching closer towards the town.
I think I can see it moving very, very slowly right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's more terrifying, the fact it's so close or the fact it has better teeth than me.
Says the Brit.
That's your own personal problem, Tom.
You are a stereotype, aren't you?
Don't get me fucking started, Ryan, and you too, Ted, you asshole. So, how do they set this thing back up? Because that looks like a massive counterweight. I should just stop talking in this. I should just stop talking.
Again, there's your answer. I don't know. I don't care.
Asking questions to which there are no answers.
I never. You know what? That's the kind of shit I don't think about.
So, you basically have, until this clock runs out to get to the end of whatever this is, and,
Do this cutscene, yes.
And this is where you find out the moon is going to kill everyone.
Yes.
Yep.
Although, really, at this point, the Earth is probably already fucked, because,
Well, it's not that big of a moon.
Well, still, it's large enough to have its own gravitational pull.
Termina is screwed.
Well, gravitational pull has nothing to do with size.
Well, sure it does. The size.
No, it has
mass.
to do with density.
Oh, shut up.
If
If it's dense enough to completely destroy the world when it crashes, it's dense enough to cause a tidal wave or two.
So when the bell tolls at midnight, the way to the clock tower opens, and you have to get there. Because by the time it hits midnight, you have... the timer says 6 minutes, but that timer's ticking down way too fucking fast to be an accurate 6 minutes. I think you have about
It's
3.
6 in-game hours. You have till 6 a.m. on the...
Ah, okay, so...
Technically, it's technically 3 whole days, because the first day starts at 6. So...
Yeah.
Do you ever go to the Phantom 4th day?
I've done through in regular playthroughs, not for this commentary, though.
Okay.
What's the fourth... Wait, what's the 4th... What happens on the 4th day?
Nothing works, but you can wander around Clocktown.
You can wander around Clocktown. The town is completely empty, and there's no activity whatsoever. It's kind of
Does it
creepy.
say, like,
actually.
Dawn of the 4th day on it?
No.
No, it actually says Dawn of the New Day, which happens at the end of the game, for those who play Majora's Mask.
Well, it is a new game.
Yeah, well, it is a new day, yeah.
Yeah.
Only appearance of Zelda in the entire game. Ganondorf does not show up either. It's purely Majora's job to ruin the world this time.
Yeah.
Well, Ganondorf was kind of sealed away and stuff.
Yeah.
That seems to happen a lot.
Well, he was sealed away in Twilight Princess too, but that didn't stop the fucker from coming back.
Yeah, but it's only been like a couple of months. He doesn't come back
I
quick.
know. That seems to be the modus operandi of Ganondorf in this series after Majora's Mask. He's sealed away, he gets unsealed, and he fucks shit up. But Majora's Mask has the sole honor of not being hijacked by Ganon.
Well, Minish Cap.
Skyward Sword.
Minish Cap was it Ganondorf in Skyward Sword?
No, it was his original form. Demise.
Oh. Well, same difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are threats in Hyrule other than Ganondorf. Who knew?
Well, there can't just be one evil douchebag. There's usually more than one.
Yeah.
Okay, why wasn't the Goddess of Time brought up in the previous game? These are the inconsistencies that really draw me out of a game's experience. I'm not being serious, don't rise to that.
Ocarina of Time, the Song of Time, was pretty much just our way of... Well, what did you use in Ocarina of Time completely? You guys played Ocarina of Time more than I have.
That's how you go back and you play it at the Master Sword in order to get big, don't you?
No, you put the Master Sword back in the pedestal to return to being a child, take it out to be an adult. It opens the door of time, and it also, makes time blocks disappear and reappear.
Oh yeah, that's it.
What?
Sorry, it's been a while.
What?
Yeah,
What? What?
the tuba of time.
Deca trumpets. Yeah, Deku.
What?
The whole
Where did that come from? What? Why?
Well, to be fair, that title also says the same thing. Doesn't give us an answer, but hey, they're in on the joke. Wink.
There's no real it makes more sense being able to play something like that than an ocarina as a Deku scrub. But, jeez.
Ah, memories. I remember when I fell off my horse.
And when this guy turned me into a beast and laughed at me.
So why can't we go back to before the Skull Kid screwed things up?
Time travel rules.
Yeah, I don't know. Goddess of Time is like, look, it's Handicap Wednesday. You're only allowed to go back so far. And because of the perpetual time traveling and you're stuck in a loop, it's always going to be Handicap Wednesday. So, sorry, Link. You can only go back 3 days. Good luck.
So it's Wednesday for 3 days in a row?
No. More like you have to time travel back to Handicap Wednesday, where the handicap then initiates over again. The handicap lasts 3 days.
It's a shame that rocket launchers don't exist in this world, because you got a prime target in space to hit that thing.
We have bomb chews.
Yeah, just hook it as hard as you can. Boom. Problem solved.
Oh, we get that bazooka check from Twilight Princess. It was a bazooka, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah,
Wait, there's a bazooka chick in Twilight Princess?
Yes.
Why wasn't she playable instead of frickin' Agatha?
Technically, it's a guy who fires the thing.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Why aren't you questioning that, Lewis?
That is my favorite cutaway. The herky-jerk movements were always sort of creepy and unsettling, but when it just cuts to this giant fucking piano. Yeah, I'm laughing.
Is this guy Ganondorf's piano teacher?
Yeah. Look at all
Who
the
is
keys.
this guy, anyway?
This is the Happy Mask salesman.
He was in Ocarina of Time, but he had nothing to do there.
Yeah, he was part of this mask side quest, which I don't think I've ever completed once, because you had to...
All you get for it is the Mask of Truth.
Oh, so you get to talk to Gossip Stones.
Yes.
And they've got some pretty juicy gossip.
I'm not of the gossip type. Goodbye.
It's a metaphor. Bye.
Goodbye. Hello.
Okay, well that was interesting. Phew, I'm human again. I have hands.
I would say though, the one thing I loved about, the 3D Zelda games on the N64 is that they were well animated.
Yeah.
Compared because you can, I guess for comparison's sake, I could say Tomb Raider or Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1. And model quality was alright, but animations were stiff as fuck. But everything on Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, they understood character animations. You get good expressions, you get fluid body movement, and
I think I think the reason for that is because they don't have an awful lot of facial animations for the characters. Like here, this guy has 2 facial animations, which we're going to see the second of which coming up soon.
He has three technically. He has a happy, he has an angry, he has a sad face.
Yeah.
Mr. Smiles, let me go.
So that's I think that's why they work so hard for the character animations, is because they kind of have to puppet in order to show the emotions of the characters.
But there's an attempt here that I like, because I'll bring up Tomb Raider and Metal Gear Solid again. They don't even bother animating their faces in that game. They're all practicing their ventriloquism. They never move their mouths and they never blink, nothing like that. And it's kind of distracting nowadays. That's games aging for you. But here, I just think this is aged better overall.
I'm not sure of the canonicity of this, but did any of you read the manga where Majora's Mask is actually created?
No.
Is that the one that went deeper into the Happy Mask Salesman's origins or something like that?
Basically, the guy goes into the desert, which I think is where the boss of the last dungeon is located, finds
Yes.
Majora, who's like a 4-legged beast, and plays a song, and he dances until it dies, and then he makes a mask out of its armor and seals the spirit in.
Okay. No, I did not read that.
Oh, no, he has 3 faces. He has mad, happy, and distressed.
Well, I think because, you wonder in this game, okay, this Majora's Mask is clearly this evil, fucked up thing. Why does this guy have it? Like, seriously, why do you have it?
That's never brought up.
Yeah,
He just does. But, you can use that to give Majora's Mask an added sense of mystery. Make your own context, which people can enjoy. I'm on and off with that sort of mentality. I kind of like my games to tell me up and straightforward, this is what happened, and make me interested based off substance alone. But that's a quality that Majora's Mask has, and I like Majora's Mask narrative just because I love the town. I love Termina.
It's the only time Nintendo's really done NPCs right.
In Zelda specifically, I would say. Because I can go back to Paper Mario also and enjoy those characters.
Yeah.
Or any Mario RPG for that matter.
The 3D game after this was Wind Waker, right?
Yes.
I don't mind the NPCs in that, but beyond Tetra and the Pirates, they were a tad forgettable.
Tetra and the Pirates are the only ones I immediately remember. And maybe the Dragon Roost folks.
Yeah.
But not the Zoros, even though the world became motion for them.
You're right, that is Darwin. Darwin.
Darwin-esque.